He's telling the honest truth. But that man's being honest. Hey, he ain't lying. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
What's up, Fragrance family? Everybody, man. I appreciate y'all viewership more than you know. For all y'all who watching right now, or whether this is in the future after I post this, thank you for tuning in. This is NoCap Fragrance Reviews, where I give it to you 100% of the time. I give it to you straight, no chaser, no cap, just like some of my testers. And to all my subscribers, y'all already know what time it is, man. Y'all one of the ones. Y'all the ones keep this thing popping, and I can't thank you enough. As a matter of fact, we just had the giveaway, and I have announced the winner of the $2,500 subscriber giveaway, and it is as follows. You see right there. Congratulations, brother. Contact me. I already let you know where to contact me at. So let's get that package out to you. That Ram Silver, that brand new box right here. Yeah, coming to you. Appreciate all of y'all who subscribe and rock with me. And we're going to get right to it. Y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know what this is. This is the real review of Imagination. I had to, that's why I got the blue on. That's why I had to break out the Tony Stark's blue glasses and everything. We are about to get into the smackdown of all, the top Imagination clones at this time, and going to see if these are really what people say they are. So, without further ado, man, I'm just going to jump in and let y'all know what, if you don't know already, Louis Vuitton Imagination, what the chords are and all that kind of stuff. So, citrus, amber, fresh spicy, green, warm spicy are the chords. And the top notes are citron, calabrium, bergamot, and Sicilian orange, with middle notes of Tunisian neroli, Nigerian ginger, and Ceylon cinnamon. Base notes of Chinese black tea, based ambroxan, gaiac wood, and olibanum. All right, so we're going to start this thing out. Now, letting y'all know, I've already tested these for a couple of days, so this is just me doing a fresh spray. Now, this will be the first time I've ever sprayed all of these on tester strips to compare them. I've been wearing them on skin and giving a comparison. So now, let's go ahead and jump into it with the OG. First off, just let me say this is a beautiful fragrance, man. Fresh, spicy. Yeah. What you get immediately, you get the citrus notes, but as I stated when I tried out a couple of these a week ago, if you watched when I spoke on this one, I knew off the first blast of a fragrance, you should be able to tell the depth of it. And yes, you get those citruses, but you immediately get a neroli white floral kind of haze over it, along with that ginger effervescent kick and all that kind of stuff. Now, for me to be able to discern what the black tea is in there, I cannot. It's an added sweetness, I know, but this is gorgeous. The amber in there is a very beautiful touch, and so let's just jump right into these, man. Let's jump into what we will be comparing today is Milestones or Emperor's Intimation. Of course, North Stag's Trois. And the new kid on the block, the Hype Beast. And I'll go ahead and show y'all all the presentation of this one. I did a short on it, but this is Khadlaj Karus Blue Spice. This has been getting a lot of hype. It's a nice looking bottle, very light cap as well as bottle. It's plastic touches with glass. See, you have the chorus on the side there. Yeah, it's on both sides. It's a very neat presentation. I like the texture and everything. So, But let's get into what they smell like. Because we got to talk. All right, off the top, how does this one smell? This one, on paper, you get all the citruses with a little bit of that ginger kick that's giving it a sparkle, but not so much the neroli floral touch. It is respectfully similar in the beginning. All right, let's go to this one. Couple sprays on there. Stop dropping shit. On paper, this one captures the citrus that is in this one very well, but you get none of the facets of that ginger, neroli, floral touches, but it has all of the citrus, candied citrus in the top. Like they overly amped up the citrus on the tester strip. Okay, that's what I'm getting, shall I say, from tester strip. All right, let's go with Mr. Hypey here. OG. Let me just say right off the bat, that's why I put these on paper first, because I knew what I was going to say off skin. Just being honest, and that's what I do. I don't get the total hype on this one, because in the opening, and it's funny because I see so many people saying like that's where they find the closest, wait a minute. Let's spray it one more time. All right. Get a fresh nose on it, you know what I'm saying? Okay. On paper, it's a little bit closer than I get on skin, but on paper, to me, really, this one's the furthest away from the DNA in the opening. There is a haze, a off-putting haze of the way that ginger can do a few different things. It can either sparkle, leave an effervescence, or it can give you a piney, greeny nuance. And that's what it does with the Karus. It's too much ginger, even off the tester strip. So, starting off just in the top, let's go ahead and put them on skin. Let's go ahead and put them on skin so I can let y'all know what I felt like on skin. And I want to make sure I still feel that way. Put that right there. All right, let's just get it all rocking, man. Because we're going to debunk all the bullshit right here, right now. Effervescence. The neroli actually gives it a soapy, fresh feel. This is the original I'm smelling now. You get that citrus, but it's not overly powering like it is in the Trois. That's all you get is citrus. In this one, you know what it's doing, but that fuzzy haze is just different. It starts off about 85%, just being honest. Now, the intimation, though missing some of the ginger or whatever, at least you can tell that it has those other aspects. You get the citrus along with the ginger sparkle, the spiciness, little hint of the cinnamon. So, in the opening, this is the closest. In the opening, this is about 90% accurate in the opening. In the opening, this has 95% of the citrus, but it doesn't smell like Imagination in the opening. But this is the best smelling opening. Real talk. This is beautiful in the opening. If you want the citrus, it's all about what you really want out of this fragrance. Let me not start off because I'm already into it, but let me say now, none of these capture the essence of Louis Vuitton Imagination. I have to give Louis Vuitton his props. They constructed this thing in a way that it can't be totally emulated. It's the amber in there. About 10 minutes into this thing, that ambery feel, that dry amber just is unmatched by any of these. You don't get it. This one is trying, but they used something about how they use that ginger or whatever that just gives it a pungent blast that lasts at least 30 minutes or an hour into the fragrance before it starts to calm down. So now I'm going to compare these like this. Let's say like it's the playoffs going on in the NBA. So you watch these teams, and some teams start off in the first quarter just dominating. Like they're doing the thing and then fall off towards the second quarter, third quarter, they just fade away like my Lakers did. That is intimation. Started off in the first quarter, kicking ass. Smelling a lot like the OG. Now, then you have that team that all they do is shoot threes from beginning to the end. Like, there is no change up. You just hoping for the best. You going for the percentages. That's all you do. Your game is all around shooting threes. That's this one. All citrus. That's all they're trying to do. In the dry down, you get a little bit of that ambergris smell or whatever, but that's it. Blue Chorus is that team that starts off damn near trash in the first quarter. Like, they're all over the place. They have no identity. Like, you're trying to figure it out. But then, late into the second quarter, second half, you start to pick up because as this dries down, it gets closer. And people give this one its props because of the longevity and the projection and everything. But again, none of them I'm going to say are like 95% and all that kind of stuff. Starts off 85, maybe gets towards 90 in the dry down. But Imagination itself is that team that's a well-oiled machine. They know who they are. They know what their strong suits is, and they play that game the whole entire game. And they come out with the win because this thing was unmatched. Like, even the longevity and everything. I woke up this morning and I could still slightly smell it. Now, all of these, after about, well, of course, this one has the least amount of longevity. After about 6 hours, they become skin scents. This one's almost gone after about 6 hours. Now, with this one, what happens about an hour in is they kicked up the cinnamon on it too much. Like, the Szechuan cinnamon it's still a very nice scent or whatever, but it's so far away from what the original smells like at that point. I got to drop it down to damn near 70. Like, they amped up the cinnamon in there, and it's just kind of like, okay, what is this? You know, it has a little bit of citrus along with that spice. It's different. Yeah, that's what happens to that one. But like I said, this one is getting all the hype right now, and I feel like it's a bit unjustified. Now, I'm not just going to be the one to always try to knock down people who hype and stuff. I have no skin in the game. I'm just keeping it 100. When you spray this on, and now if you don't know how Imagination smells, if you haven't gotten your hands on that, then this is a great fragrance. Now, it's still off-putting to me. Let me take these off real quick. It's still a bit off-putting to me in the top, whether I had ever smelled Imagination or not. Because before I got this, I had sprayed this one along with the others, and I was like, man, what is that? Why is it smelling like that? And I had to break it down and figure it out. So this one, y'all trying to get your hands on. You got all the top reviewers talking about how this is the best one yet. And I guess it's because no one can capture it that good that it's the best of the rest of the mediocres comparing to the real Imagination. But it's a nice scent and it lasts long. It's beautiful blue in the air In the air, yes, it smells a little closer, like we're doing direct comparison. So in the air, you may can't tell that well. But don't pay $60 and above and stuff for this. $40 tops. If you just chill for a minute, it's going to drop down because it's just hype right now. It's going to be enough people start getting their nose on this where they're like, and people saying they're hearing Visionary from Alexander or whoever is the best. And I see some people saying that this one's almost just as close as Visionary. I've never smelt that. But it's going to probably have to be these independent clone houses that are going to get the closest to these. The ones that's not like in mass production like this. They're going to sell out fast because they have those oils that can kind of emulate that stuff maybe a little better, and it's not stretching out to make a mass amounts of fragrance. Because like I said, as it stands, none of them capture that. Totally. I enjoy this one. I enjoy all of them. Overall, sure, this one's probably the closest, like overall rating of 85% because it started off probably 80% close in the top, got to like 90 something percent in the mid. So overall, 85% close to the OG. And that's just keeping it 100. None of these totally going to give you what imagination gives you. And I'm not a Louis Vuitton or just, if y'all have seen my previous fragrances, when something is dead on, I'm telling you it's dead on. That Cocktail Intense to Angel Share, when I smelled it, I couldn't tell the difference. It's dead on. Something like Jack of Clubs compared to Lana Louis Delon Blue Electrique, dead on. There's a lot of these that sometimes are dead on. This is not one of them. Side Effect, dead on. With the Aftermath, I let y'all know and I rave about them. I can't do that with this because it's not. No. Very much so, you can tell the difference with all of these. No one hits imagination directly. And that's just keeping it 100. So, hope y'all got something from this. I appreciate y'all viewership as always. If you lasted this long, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the family. Because if the truth is what you're seeking, NoCap is where it comes from. So, yeah. Wrapping it up, pick your poison. You're not going, if you're just going for a beautiful scent, and to be honest, this one is basically afternoon swim with longevity. So, if you're looking for an imagination clones that you just want the citrus out of, the part of imagination you just want is the citrus, then go for this. But that's not what you want. Well, if you just want the citrus out of imagination, then you want afternoon swim. That's what you want. And go get this one. Because this one lasts a little longer than the orange one. I know the orange one's supposed to be afternoon swim, but this is the same exact opening and it lasts longer. So this is the perfect afternoon swim clone. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Until the next one, y'all know the vibes.